we already finished all, and then using the balm prepared, or if you have one, the balm or primers in your house, that you can use that. It's using for drying your nail beds, then your powder will be more stick with it. So this color is from the G641 nail kit too. Here, every time just shake your powder and stir the powder to avoid sticking together. Okay, we need to use the number 1 base. Oh guys, we already done the preparation. We already removed the shine and hydrate the nail bed. So you need to do the preparation, follow our last tutorial. And now we're going to dip into the powder and stay for a second. Apply the base to your entire nail, very thin layer. And then dip into the powder, stay for a second, and take out. And every time, just remember, don't forget the part near the cuticle and the nail edge. And you need to keep your brush flat and brush it evenly. And then take out. So now we're going to apply from middle, left to the right. And a very thin layer. And to make sure your nail plates to brush evenly. And then dip into the powder. Use the base again. And to apply very thin layer from the middle left to the right. And make sure brush flat. And 45-degree angle to dip into the powder. Stay for a second. And tap off any excess powder. Use the brush to tap off. So now we're going to use the base again. It's super easy to apply. Just like that. Don't forget the nail edge. And apply the very thin layer. Dip into the powder, stay for a second. Let the powder absorb it. And tap off. And we're gonna to repeat this step. Every time, just make your brush flat and brush the nail paint more evenly. That's your got perfect nail looks. It won't be bumpy or uneven. And dip into the powder, stay for a second. And you could check that. Don't forget the cuticle area. And keep your brush flat. And dip into the powder, 45-degree angle. Stay for a second. And then take out. For all this step, you can find on our instruction on the kit or from our YouTube online video. We're going to show you more tips how to make your powder nail perfect. And for our powder, because it is the fast dry and dipping powder, it's kind of different with other brands on the market. So you need to follow our tutorial step by step. And every time, just follow them and you'll make your nail more perfect. Don't forget the parts near the cuticle and brush evenly. Just now what Town Action do. Then dip into the powder with 45-degree angle and stay for seconds. And take out. And tap off any excess powder. Okay, we're gonna to test. Because our fast dry dipping powder, it don't need the activator to let the powder dry, so it's already dry. And brush off any excess powder from the nail plate. So now we're gonna to use the file, the nail drill, the machine. If you got one, you could use that. Now we need to file off any bumpy on uneven place. Just like that, slightly. From middle to the corner. And use the lint-free wipe. If you don't have, you just use the paper towel to remove any dust particles from the nail plate. And now we're going to use our number 2, the activator. So for every activator, now is the point to apply very thin layer on. Okay. We're going to decoat both of these 3 nails. We're going to apply the top collator. So after applying the activator, we need to use the top coat. For top coat, you need to apply 2 times. And for the first layer, you need to apply very thin layer on. And keep your brush flat and brush evenly. Every time, just very thin layer from the middle left to the right. And we need to go back the first finger because it is half dry but still sticky. We need to apply another layer on. Okay, don't forget the nail edge. This part to protect your nail lifting or cracking from the nail edge. We're gonna to apply the second layer when you see your nail surface half dry but still sticky. Do not wait it completely dry. We need it half dry and still sticky, apply another layer on. Don't forget the nail edge every time. So for another 2 fingers, we are going to deco. And we need to take out some accessory. So, okay, we're going to use that. Now use the Trixer. You need to prepare the Trixer to take out the diamond and some small accessory. And now, because this finger we already fire and buffer, so now we are going to use our activator. Apply everything there on the nail plate. And then using our top. And for the first layer, we need to apply very thin layer. Don't forget the nail edge. We're going to see that if getting dumb, a little bit matte on the surface, and you feel it half dry but still sticky, we apply another layer on. And this time, you need to apply much more than the first layer. And use the Trixer to pick out one diamond to put on the nail plate. And we are going to deco our nails. And now you just need to use our top coat and put the diamonds inside it. And to make the nail surface look more gorgeous. And you could use the top coat to stick it. Now we're gonna and this finger we already do the buffer and firing. Now we are going to use the activator. And then use our top coat. It's same. We need to use our top coat for 2 layers. Apply the top coat to the entire nail. Very thin layer for the first. Don't forget the nail edge. Just wait for seconds that you'll find the nail surface is getting a little bit dumb. Then we need to use another layer on. The nail surface is still sticky. We're going to use another layer on. And this time you need to use much more. Okay. You're going to pick out, use the Trixer to deco. You need to do it very quickly because to avoid the top coat already dry. So now we're gonna to deco just like that. As you can see, our final design finish, it looks gorgeous.